what is the claim? Okay, the claim is that Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, is a messenger of God. Yeah. What is the counterclaim? God doesn't exist, so he can't be a messenger of God. First thing. Second thing, he's a liar, creating his own religion to benefit himself. Third claim, counterclaim. He's a madman. He's crazy. He's delusional. He thinks he's being taught by an angel when it's just all in his head. It's a schizo. Fourth counterclaim. And this counterclaim, the fourth one, only comes from whom? Christians. It was Satan. It was, the father of lies, imitated an angel, pretended to be an angel, and Muhammad fell for it. And okay. So you have a claim he's a messenger of God, and the counterclaims are what? He's a liar, he's a madman, who is deceived. Or there is no God, and he can't be a messenger of God, which would include liar or whatever. All right. Okay, Sherlock Holmes. Have you heard me quote this before?
Yes.
When you eliminate what's impossible, what is left, no matter how improbable, has to be the truth. Because we believe in this life of the concept of the absolute truth, the absolute reality. So once we have that concept, we can apply this now to what we're saying. So either Muhammad is a messenger of God, or he's a liar, or he's a deceiver, or he's a madman, or he's deceived by the devil.
Yeah. Right. And when you say messenger of God, because Moses and Jesus are also messengers.
Yeah, of course. All right. So let me add the phrase last and final.
An extra special.
Last and final. Last messenger. The only messenger of God that claimed to come for all of mankind. No other messenger did that. Jesus didn't claim to come for all of mankind. Moses didn't make that claim. But when the Quran makes that claim about Muhammad, and if you look at his actions, he sent a delegation to Rome, Persia, and Egypt, calling them to worship the one God. Now, this is evidence that he's calling Egyptians and Persians and Romans who don't believe in. You understand? Yeah. If you look at Jesus, go ye not to the Gentile, enter not the city of the Samaritan, I have not been sent but to the lost sheep of Israel. You watch Jesus preaching only to Jews and such. So when we say he's the last and final messenger, he was the only messenger sent to the whole world, but he was the last and final messenger.
Okay.
All right. So let's use Sherlock Holmes now. Let's eliminate what could be impossible. All right. When we say impossible, we can't prove it's impossible, but our rationale will tell us. All right, let's start with the easiest one to get rid of. It's the devil. So the devil pretends to be an angel. So he did have a supernatural experience in the cave, but this supernatural experience wasn't what he thought it was. It was a devil imitating an angel to deceive Muhammad, so he would go and deceive the people. Okay.
Is this experience you're talking about the Quran, yeah? The revelation?
The revelation of the Quran, the initial revelation in the cave, because obviously the whole of the Quran starts from the revelation in the cave. So either in that cave, an angel came, a demon came, nobody came, and if nobody came, he lied about somebody coming, or he didn't lie, he was delusional.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. All right. Because then the Quran took 23 years to come. All right. But this is the origination. So if the lie started there, we'll see if the lie started there. If the madness started there, we'll see if the madness started there. If the demonic deception started there, we'll see if the demonic deception there. Or if an angel came and visited him there, we'll see that also. Yeah? Because we're going to eliminate them one by one. All right. And I can do this quickly, don't worry. It's not going to be a long thing. It's crazy. All right, let's get rid of the devil. All right, the only people who believe a devil came to Muhammad is whom? Christians.
Yeah.
No one else makes that claim.
Yeah.
Atheists will never make that claim. They don't believe in the devil. Okay, so let's deal with that claim. According to the Bible, according to what Christians believe in the Bible, when Jesus speaks, he says Satan cannot oppose himself. A house that is divided cannot stand. So Jesus, when he's accused of using a devil, pretending to exercise demons when in fact it's a demon doing it, and he's accused of that by the Jews, Jesus clearly says Satan cannot oppose himself. Right? So according to Jesus...
I wasn't expecting you to use the Bible to back up your...
No, because the Christians are making this argument,
Yeah,
you see.
yeah,
So I'm going to refute them with their book, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to do it. So a Christian comes with that argument, and according to the Bible, Jesus cannot oppose himself.
Yeah.
The Quran opposes... Satan cannot oppose himself. The Quran opposes Satan, curses Satan, warns you of Satan, tells you to seek refuge from Satan. So... according to the teachings of Jesus in the Bible, Satan cannot be the author of the Quran because the Quran opposes Satan. Simple.
Okay.
So we can dismiss that. And it's only the Christians will come with that, but they're so hypocritical with what they do anyway. And not that I'm saying this is true what the Bible says, but they believe the Bible's true. Therefore, this is their book. Why are you not adhering to what you're... So if your claim is this, your own book refutes your claim, therefore please throw your claim away. Anyone else making a claim? No, right. Continue. Told you it's the easiest one to dismiss. Let's go with liar. Next one is Muhammad had no revelation in the cave. There's no such thing. What he did, he pretended that an angel came to him, and he came and told the people, an angel came to me and told me to do this and told you to stop worshipping idols and we should worship one God, and it's all a lie.
Okay.
All right. First thing we need to ask, why did people lie? What's the motive? Money and power? Okay. Let's look at, first of all, did Muhammad ﷺ have that motive? Yeah?
Was he high up in a political...
His uncles were the custodians of the Kaaba.
So he could have motive.
No. His uncles were the custodians of the Kaaba, meaning his family already had the power in Mecca.
Okay.
First thing. Second thing, he was married to the richest woman in Mecca.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got money.
He's got money, and he's already got the potential of status. Third thing.
They also offered him.
Yeah, I'll come to that. Yeah, and when he was calling to the one God and telling the people to stop worshipping these statues, the Quraysh, his uncles, said to his uncle who loved him, who was closest to him, who brought him up, said, look, go to your nephew, tell him we'll give him his weight in gold, mountain of gold, and any woman he wants to marry and status in the city, just stop telling the people to worship this one God. Yeah, basically. And when they came to him, he responded, if they were to give the moon, put my moon in the left hand and the sun in my right, I would never give up this call. So he was offered riches, he was offered fame, he was offered whatever he wanted to stop doing this. Now we know, and then we can look at the life of him and what he was known as. He was known as the trusted one, the one who you could rely upon to leave your goods with if you were travelling, and he would take care of it. And when you come back, he wouldn't steal anything, basically. He was the one who you would go to if you had a dispute amongst you to arbitrate. This is pre-Islam. This is pre-prophethood. So we have his nature. So the question needs to be asked. He's gone from 40 years of being a truthful man, who everyone trusts.
And can I ask, how do you know all this about Muhammad? Is that through the Quran?
No. This is through the history.
Through history.
Yeah, we have the hadith, which is the sayings and the teachings of the Prophet ﷺ and the historians and such. So it's not everything like the Quran is not like the Bible, where it tells you what Muhammad did and where he went and what he said and who he spoke to. That's not what the Quran is. The Quran is from Allah. The teachings of Muhammad come through the hadith and through what his companion said he did. Very similar to the Bible, the New Testament, but the difference being is when we hear something that the Prophet did such and such a thing, we would ask, well, who said that? And this person said that, and this person said that, and this person said that. Okay. Were they reliable? Were they trustworthy? Were they there? Okay. The New Testament, we don't have that. We don't have that chain. We don't know who started it. Yeah. So we can't even verify whether the person telling you that thing is actually telling you the truth. We can't even verify whether they were there. So how, if they were, we don't how to say they were there, and we don't know if they were truthful. How do we know what they're saying is the truth? So we have this system. Okay. So going back. So and when the Quraysh, when they heard this Quran being recited, they sent their best poets to investigate where's he getting these words from, because we know this man, he's illiterate. He can't come out with this stuff. Where's he getting it from? Their response was, we know he's not a liar, and we know he's not mad. It's magic. Now imagine this, right? You've sent poets to go and hear this Quran being recited, and the only conclusion they come, it's supernatural. So there was something in those words that was supernatural. Okay. I personally believe we can leave lying at this point, because what we have to understand is this. When he came with this call, he was rejected, he was persecuted, they suffered, the people who followed him suffered, they were exiled in the desert to starve to death. The people were told you can't marry the Muslims, people were told you can't sell bread to them. Basically, they tried to starve them in the desert. Now I ask you, would a man who knows what he's saying is a lie, would give up all his status, give up all his position and power, his wealth, and for a lie? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, so I personally believe I can bin that. Then we could come to mental, crazy, delusional, seeing visions, not there. Well, when we look at what the Quran teaches and what it contains, and then we look at the life of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the order and structure of everything, and the way that the Quran will fit 21st century man like a glove, if we follow its guidance, yeah, it's something that can surpass every age. For me,
this is something I would accept now, is that a lot of the stuff that's mentioned still holds weight now. So,
completely. Because we ruled out he was possessed by a demon, fooled him, and we've ruled out
he's a liar.
Ruled out as a liar. We're on madman, innit?
Ruled out Satan.
No, Satan went first. So we're on the madman now, and the reason we brought all this stuff up was showing you the structure of what he brought is not the result of a madness. Yeah, it's too. Dare I say it, perfect. Islam is, not Muslims. Muslims are people. Yeah, you get me? But Islam, the teachings, like for example, if your niece practices Islam, don't be offended by what I say now, but she could never be a prostitute.
No.
And she could never be a drug addict, and she can never be a gambling addict, she can never be an alcoholic. Do you understand? Yeah. Inshallah, if she practices Islam, she's going to get married, give you nieces and
I won't
nephews,
swear off to the
inshallah.
point, but I've obviously the fact that she may wear a hijab one day originally scared me.
Okay.
Now I'm actually quite happy about it.
Oh,
We'll talk about that
alhamdulillah.
later. But
Yeah. So going back, so would you agree we can throw madness away?
Yes.
What's left?
And there's also
Whether he
a
told the
reason.
truth.
No, we did that.
There's
What's
also
the-
a reason about madness is that a madman will say things that he believes to be true because he's mad. He can't differentiate between what is true and what is not true. And the message doesn't last for 14 centuries and spread amongst the most intellectual circles of society today. So, for example, in England, the average qualification of converts is postgraduate educated people. That message, a madman's message, will not appeal to people of knowledge and understanding. They'll reject it because they'll recognise.
So we can
it's
reject.
crazy.
So we can reject madman, yeah? What's left?
Is accepting, isn't it?
When we eliminate what's impossible, whatever's left, no matter how improbable, has to be the truth. So it can only be messenger of God. So raise your right finger and repeat after me. Yeah, I'll do it slowly. Yeah, Ashhadu
أشهد
an la
أن لا
ilaha
إله
illallah
إلا الله
wa ashhadu
وأشهد
anna
أن
Muhammadan
محمدا
Rasulullah.
رسول الله.
Right. So in English we say, I bear witness
I bear witness
that none has the right to be worshipped
that none has the right to be worshipped
but Allah,
but Allah.
and I bear witness,
Sorry.
and I bear witness
And I bear witness
that Muhammad
that Muhammad
is the last and final messenger.
is the last and final messenger.
Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. You are a Muslim. Congratulations.